They've got to win this. Bruning did win in the regional against Bocanegra. And Bocanegra gave him a good tussle. It was a good match. Anthony Bocanegra from Leota won the semifinal match over Mitch Bimes of Atwood 9-8. Bruning won an overtime decision against Troy Williams of Lincoln 5-4. So both these kids had tough matches in the semifinals, Ben.
Bocanegra in the black uniform, the red trim, shoots in deep, gets good penetration on the double, and Bruning whips him over out. They just about go out of bounds, but it's a good counter move for Bruning. Horn overhooks. Excuse me, Bocanegra overhooks. We just finished with Horn, Rich.
Yeah, Bruning out here for Phillipsburg.
Bruning gets around behind Bocanegra. If he can keep him in bounds and bring him to the mat, he scores two and does. Bocanegra trying to step across. He's got Bruning up high, but Bruning has that deep reverse half Nelson in on Bocanegra. He doesn't have the 90-degree angle broken yet. Now he does. The count goes one time. The count goes two times. He'll score a two-point near fall. Troy Bruning of Phillipsburg, the senior, using the legs effectively, has that deep half Nelson in. Bruning continues to keep the half Nelson in, and he gets a two-point near fall. Potentially dangerous. A little bit too much pressure on the shoulder. Bocanegra comes up now and walks back to the middle of the mat, takes his position, but he trails 4-0.
But Bruning of Phillipsburg, Panthers need to win every match they're in, and they're leading here.
Bocanegra on a good turn in, and Bruning is able to trap the turn and put Bocanegra in a cradle. No points are scored. Time expires. And I'm not sure whether we'd have had back points, Rich, or would it have been a reversal.
Well, I don't know either, but I know one thing. Nothing was scored by anybody, and so it's 4-0 as we go to the second period. And you can tell Bruning, I think, would like to stick Bocanegra here, knowing he can give his team some extra points doing it. Troy Bruning, 17-0 coming into the finals. Bocanegra coming in with a mark of 29-2-1. One of those losses was to Bruning in the regional championship. A match that was relatively close.
Bocanegra now with his own crossbody ride tries to get a crotch pry. Tries to lift that leg up. Got good leverage. He'd like to try to turn Bruning from this position. And the referee calls a stalemate. Bruning, working off the bottom, still has that 4-0 lead. Bocanegra gets the cradle hooked up. Bocanegra has it hooked up, and Bruning is able to elongate and break the cradle. Bruning in the blue uniform, trying to get the reversal. Already has a 4-0 lead. Bocanegra now with the near side bar arm has a crotch trap, and that, Rich, is the new ride called the Cherokee.
Well, he didn't have it for long. Bruning's reaching for a leg back there. Bocanegra's ridden him pretty good, really.
Well, Bruning knows, of course, that he has a 4-0 lead. He doesn't have to do a radical move, but he comes around now to sit out in a Granby cradle, the Granby roll, and Bruning trapped Bocanegra in the Granby roll. Scored a two-point reversal and is in the process of scoring a couple of back points. The referee signals that Bruning is in control, even though it may not look like it to the fans. Now Bocanegra tries his own Granby cradle, but the horn sounds, and the second period is over with. Bruning with a big 6-0 lead in a championship match.
And that's a pretty big lead the way these guys have been wrestling. Got a little nosebleed, I think, for Bocanegra, so we're going to take a little pause there. He's over to talk to Johnny Flores, coach. Meantime, Bruning's over to talk to his coach as well. Here it is, Ben, that Granby cradle.
That's exactly what it was. He just came out of the Granby cradle. In this situation, now Bocanegra is trying to execute the Granby cradle, but Bruning is able to brace and keep him from coming on over. He just didn't have enough momentum in the move.
Johnny Flores, there he is with Bocanegra, working on the nosebleed. Referee looking on. 6-0 as Bocanegra walks back to the middle of the mat, trailing 6-0. Well, Bocanegra's in the bottom position, Ben. If he's going to make something happen, score some points, there's a place to do it from.
Well, he has 2 minutes to work. We had a caution. The top wrestler moved just ahead of the whistle.
Top wrestler being Troy Bruning of Phillipsburg. Well, I'll tell you, if Bruning could get a pin here, he'd pick up an extra 2 points, wouldn't he, Ben?
He would, and of course he's got it. Richie's got a deep half Nelson in. You can just see it there, in pretty deep, putting a lot of pressure on Bocanegra's neck. Bocanegra now trying to whip Bruning under. Bruning, the wrestler in the purple uniform, has a big 6-0 lead, 152-pound weight class. Bruning got a little bit high, and Bocanegra got a reversal. But that makes it a 6-2 count. A minute and 7 seconds remaining.
That seemed pretty simple, Ben, from us looking at it.
Now Bocanegra hooks up a cradle. Bruning counters by lacing the leg through. Bocanegra trying to get off the side. He's got the cradle hooked up, but he can't get the turn going. Now he has to let loose, tries for a near side cradle. Bruning on a set through to counter, faces Bocanegra. Bocanegra drives Bruning up on his shoulders. We're down to 31 seconds. A stall warning has been issued against Bruning. Bocanegra continues to control, but he trails 6-2. 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The match is just about over.
Well, a point awarded to Bocanegra, but it's too late, Ben, for stalling.
That's exactly right. We're down, and time has expired, and it's a 6-3 win for Troy Bruning of Phillipsburg.
Troy Bruning at 152 pounds, the champion for the Phillipsburg Panthers. A 6-3 winner, defeating Anthony Bocanegra. As the referee raises the arm of Troy Bruning, who wins the championship. And Coach from Phillipsburg over to congratulate him, talking about Mike Brown, who's congratulating his young wrestler for the championship.